What's up, everybody? This is Edgar from Too Much Sauce.
Yeah, like a little nigga.
Hey, sauce me. Here is Too Much Sauce Soul Sauce. This does work on mid-soles, clear soles, glow-in-the-dark soles. It also does work on the back tab on 4s and 3s. It also does work on the paws on 13s. And it also does work on the toe caps on 3s as well. And also it also does work on the nettings. And even on glow-in-the-dark soles, it also makes them glow even brighter. So I will be showing you guys all setups from cheapest to the most expensive. All the items that I will be showing you guys on what to use will be down in the description below. So first off, it really just depends on different voltage of bulbs. The higher the voltage, the faster the results you get. They all will get the same great result at the end, but some of them will take longer just based off the different strengths of the bulbs. So the first ones that I'm going to be describing will be the 27 watt 6500K daylight bulbs. You can get those online for about $4 a bulb. So this will be the bulb right here. I did get it from 1000bulbs.com. It's 6500K daylight bulb. It is about 27 watts. These right here, I do recommend about getting about 3 of them. That way you can cover the top of the sole, the middle of the sole, and the back of the sole. And that way you get the best results possible. And finally, the last one that I'm going to introduce you guys. I only recommend this if you guys are serious restorers like I am, or if you guys just don't have the time of day to, stand outside, and do a session every single hour. Is I recommend getting a Mars Hydro full spectrum light set. This right here is 600 watts, and these do range anywhere from about $200 to $400, just depending on the type of wattage that you do want.
Bro, warn me, bro! You still forgot to mention that!
Alright guys, so the items that you will need is, I do recommend using a bin. I do have it wrapped in foil. Or you can use any container just as long as it fits your shoes. Next things that you will need is some clamp lamps. This is what I recommend using. Again, I do recommend that you use 3 lamps to cover every part of the sole. And also I will be using the 30 watt 6500K daylight bulbs in this process. And every method of the indoor setup, everything will be the same. Only thing that changes will just be the lights. Alright, so to achieve these results right here, I will be showing you guys how to do it using the Too Much Sauce Soul Sauce. All you have to do is just follow the step-by-step process. So before applying the sauce to the soles, you do want to make sure that your soles are clean. I do recommend you guys use warm water and dish soap and just a brush, and you just want to scrub it until most of the dirt comes off. The reason you want to do that is because the dirt does act as a barrier for the sauce to apply to the soles, and that also does delay the unyellowing process. So once you have your soles clean and dry, what you want to do is you want to whip this bad boy out right here, and what you want to do is you just want to apply on the soles. Just a nice thin coat. You don't want to apply too much. You want to avoid any part of it that is not translucent sole. For example, like on these LeBron 8s, you want to avoid the white and the pink. So once you apply your sauce, you can use a toothbrush or a paintbrush, and you can just spread it nice and even. Once you finish applying the sauce, you just want to get in your saran wrap. Plastic wrap is fine. And you just want to wrap the shoe. And you want to make sure it's nice and secure. That way there is no interruption with the plastic wrap interrupting the light from hitting the soles. Alright, so right here we do have the indoor setup with the 30 watt 6500K daylight bulbs. Again, I do recommend getting a third lamp. That way you can place it right in the middle of the shoe. But as you guys can see here, I do keep the lamps roughly about 3 to 6 inches away from the sole. The closer they are to the sole, the more effective the result will be. But also you do risk more of the sole separation due because you will be heating up the glue from the sole. Okay. So for the outdoor method, guys, all you want to do is you just want to put the shoe outside, and you want to make sure that the shoe is facing direct sunlight. So you want to make sure that the sunlight is hitting all over the sole. The reason for that is you want to make sure that all the UVB coming straight from the sunlight is hitting the sole, and that will activate the effect of the sauce. A few warnings for doing the outdoor method is, number one, I do want to warn you guys about sole separation. So the sauce does not separate the soles. It is actually the heat from the sun or from a light source. That right there is caused from the heat heating up the glue, and it reactivates the glue, and it just becomes loose. Here in Texas where we're at, it is very hot with our sun. So here in Texas, I definitely do recommend doing about an hour session, no more. Reason for this because the sauce can actually heat up too much and it'll start dripping down onto your actual shoe, on your uppers. You know, I don't recommend going exceeding an hour just because, you know, you can come back and your shoes will be completely damaged from the heat. You know, your soles will be completely separated, and that's something you will definitely want to avoid.
Right. So as you guys can see here, this right here is the most expensive indoor method that I recommend using. Again, this is the one that I personally use myself. As you guys can see, you can pretty much just hang the lights from an indoor closet or any hanger that you guys have in your household. That is why I definitely personally prefer these myself. You know, I can just leave them in my closet. I'll leave them there for about a good anywhere from 16 to 24 hours. And then I'll come back and check on them the next day, and I see the amazing results right before my eyes. Again, with these lights, you can actually keep the distance away, roughly about anywhere from 12 to 24 inches away from the shoe. Again, the closer it is, the better the result, but also the higher the risk of sole separation.
What's up, y'all? Thank you so much for watching this video with Too Much Sauce, man. Appreciate the collab, man. Appreciate them coming down from Dallas down to Houston. 3 to 4 hour drive. I'm sure they're exhausted. I'm sure they're tired. I'm sure it's tough, you know. But we out here finally linked up after 3 years of a long-awaited process. You know what I'm saying?
Man, it's been 3 years that, you know, that Rich and I actually been knowing each other. As you guys know, we actually did our first video together, and you know that was actually a pretty good banger. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Again, I want to thank you. I want to thank Houston for welcoming us here with open arms, as well for Retro. You know, we all collaborated, good energy with everybody. As you can see, we're all here. You know, good friends, good vibes, everything.
All love, baby. You heard it first.
Make sure you go grab your sauce and merch. Everything's on sale right now till August 26th.
Go to 2muchsaucedallas.com.
Check it out. Link in the description, dog.
Later.